comment that Trump made during the debates that Kamala Harris stole votes from Biden.
But when this weak, pathetic man that you saw at a debate just a few months ago, that if he weren't in that debate, he'd be running instead of her. She got no votes. He got 14 million votes. What you did, you talk about a threat to democracy. He got 14 million votes, and they threw him out of office. And you know what? I'll give you a little secret. He hates her. He can't stand her. But he got 14 million votes. They threw him out. She got 0 votes. And when she ran, she was the first one to leave because she failed. And now she's running.
I saw this video, right? And what it's saying is that Biden does hate Kamala. Okay, so with more context, right? You have that. Then you have this.
Presidential hat.
I don't know where exactly he's at. Maybe a sign here will tell us where he is. But Joe Biden's at some place. Looks like it's a town, somewhat family. I don't know. Lots of regular people. I see little people in the back. I see this older guy. He's wearing the Trump hat. So Biden and this guy are going to switch hats.
Trump hat, I'll give you my presidential hat. Presidential seal on it.
You want to autograph it?
Oh, sure, I'll autograph it.
Huh?
Yeah.
You remember your name?
I don't remember my name. I'm slow.
You're old part. You're an old part.
Yeah, I know, man. I'm an old guy.
And you're an old part, right?
I know you would know about that.
What?
About being old.
Oh, I know.
All right.
I'm a young timer.
So it's just a good timey, fun, funny little thing, right? But he's going to give this guy his presidential hat. And then he's going to take this guy's, I hate that when it sounds whack. He's going to take this gentleman's, he's going to take dude's Trump hat. Check this out, man. See, here it goes.
Hell no.
You know my name. Come on.
I ain't going that far.
Yeah, you said you would do a selfie. There you go.
Now, I saw that and I laughed about it. And I thought, well, that's the Joe that everyone wanted to tell me about back in 2019. They wanted to tell me how down-to-earth Joe Biden is, how folksy he is, how disarming he is, right? People were telling me this. I remember Michael Moore told me this. He's like, Tim, have you ever met Joe Biden? He's really a decent guy. I was like, no, I haven't. Nah, I haven't met him. He's the crime bill guy, right?
Very clear-eyed about this. We know Biden's voting history. We know it's a long record, and a lot of it isn't very good, especially back in the 90s. He was the one who really pushed that crime bill. He was the one. It's maybe if he had it to do over again now, he'd do it differently. I've met him. Have you ever met him, Tim? Biden?
Never met him, no.
Yeah, I've met him. I met him a couple times. I have to say, he is kind of just a regular Joe. He is a nice guy. He cares, or he wants to believe that he can care.
But he was like, yeah, but he's really a nice guy. So anyway, I saw this and I thought he was just being the nice guy. Then I saw this. He still got the hat. So when I saw this, I thought, wow, that's kind of strange. Because up to this point, Joe Biden's been operating as if Donald Trump was Lucifer. And that's not Lucifer-like believing behavior. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you think that Donald Trump is the Antichrist, you can't exactly want to wear his hat, donning his name. And then you want to take that hat with you home to the White House on Air Force One. Not to mention the fact that your former vice president is running against him currently, and it kind of sends a vibe that maybe Trump ain't really all that bad. Yeah, which just smacks against that whole narrative, Trump coming down the escalator and the doom and gloom, and all of a sudden the world went black and dogs and cats fell from the sky and little kids started to spontaneously combust on the streets, and all of a sudden there was racial problems and xenophobia and homophobia and all the phobias, the claustrophobia, transphobia, like all the bad things that, that Trump created that never existed before there was Trump. It just seemed a little weird that all of a sudden Biden would want to rock this hat. Then I thought to myself, maybe it's possible that Biden hates Kamala more than he hates Trump. Yeah, maybe it's possible. Maybe it's possible that Trump stayed him in the front, but that's warfare. You're going against that guy. You mean a person that took a woman who didn't even make it to Iowa, didn't make it to one state at all, was slated to lose her own state, who got embarrassed and shellacked by Tulsi Gabbard. But I'm just saying, if you're Joe Biden, you're like, I gave you a job. I did all this for you. You did nothing for me except get black women to vote for you. But besides that, you know how narcissists are. Kamala was supposed to have his back, and she did, with a knife. Yeah, with a knife, she had it with a knife. Yeah, and I know I got people watching it, I'm going to take this seriously. It's in black, you're making a mountain out of a molehill, bro. It's not really that big a deal. The fact that, Joe Biden's wearing the Trump hat, Air Force One with the Trump hat. One summer, another life, I worked in IT, and I worked at the Washington Redskins Stadium, FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland. Now, we can't call it the Redskins anymore. It's the Commanders. But this was back then. This was off season, right? So they were preparing the stadium for the upcoming season. And Dan Snyder, the owner of the Redskins, also owned the stadium. He had a rule. Then the rule was, I don't care who the hell you are, if you're coming here to do any type of work on that stadium, you cannot wear a Dallas Cowboy hat. Any Dallas Cowboy, anything. If you do, it's seen as a sign of disrespect, and your ass will get out expeditiously. Don't come up anywhere on the grounds of the stadium. I don't care what you dare to do. If you're there to fix toilets or fix a point of service machine, or if you're there to fix the Bubbletron or whatever Tron that is out there in the middle of the field, if you're trying to do landscaping, I don't care if you're the guy that waters the plants. It's seen as a sign of disrespect for you to come up into this stadium with Dallas Cowboy anything. I don't care if it's a damn keychain. Have your mama come pick you up because you can't bring your keys in this stadium. You mean to tell me that Joe Biden doesn't have the same type of pride for the Democratic Party? He only dedicated his life to it. See what I'm saying? Nah. I believe that what happened with Joe Biden and Kamala Harris, we may never know it until a book comes out from a close confidant. But I believe there's a lot of bad blood between the two of them. And I think when Donald Trump said this, he was right.
He got 14 million votes, and they threw him out of office. And you know what? I'll give you a little secret. He hates her. He can't stand her.
Yeah, he was right. Kamala Harris is greedy, backstabbing, scheming, and conniving. And she has something to do with Joe Biden not being there. And Joe Biden did not want to go, doesn't sit right with him. And more than that, it's to the point he's signaling to voters, Trump ain't so bad. I can't believe you're supposed to take that any other way. Any other way. The Trump supporters are supposed to be the degenerates, right? They're supposed to be part of the existential threat. And you wear that hat, you take it with you, in 4 viewer cameras. He didn't stick it in his pocket. He's carrying it. Now if you want to believe that Joe Biden doesn't know what he's doing, you want to believe that Joe Biden's past it to the point he's got a hat, he doesn't understand the ramifications of having that hat in plain view, that people will talk about it, that people will make content about it, that people are going to report on it. I think that you are selling them short. And I wouldn't normally say that, but I don't think Joe is that far gone that he forgot he had that damn hat in his hand, and he forgot he's getting on Air Force One. That's what I think, guys. Let me know what you think in the comment section below. Did Joe Biden just stick it to Kamala Harris on his way out the door? Or is this just an innocent thing where he's just, hell, he didn't even wear the hat on the plane, but he carried it. His head wasn't cold. It wasn't raining. He could have threw that hat to a Secret Service guy if he just did it for the old guy and for the kids. Nah, he took it with him for a reason. Anyway, that's what I think. Let me know what you think. I need your help, real quick. Do you think a president can impact the country without Congress? Yeah, because see, there's this thing going around that people are saying the president can't be held accountable. You can't blame presidents for what they get done because presidents need Congress. Do this. Go to presidentialimpact.com. Get my ebook. It's free. I'm going to answer the question, not just what I think, but I'm going to list 10 different ways presidents have a humongous impact on our country. Different presidents, different times, in different ways, they left their mark without Congress. Once again, go to presidentialimpact.com. Get your copy today. Wolfpack.